Julius Caesar is a dictator, and some of his friends and colleagues decide to conspire against him and kill him and try to start a revolution in Rome.
We have updated it to take place in the 1930s fascist Europe. So it has a lot of the same dictatorship elements that you would have seen in Roman times. Yeah, given that it's updated, we hope that it will appeal to a broader audience.
We chose this play because it's a very atypical Shakespeare play to do. We know that a lot of people don't really connect with Shakespeare. It's hard to understand the language, so we figured if we can give them an alternative to your average Romeo and Juliet, then they might be drawn to the play.
Well, we chose this play primarily because, one, we wanted to do something that was very dramatic, and we also wanted to do something that was Shakespeare. And one of my, I'm more of a filmmaker than I am a theater person. That's, my background before I came to direct this. And one of my, idols in the filmmaking world is a man named Orson Welles, who is most famous for making Citizen Kane. And before he went into the movies, he was a theater director, and he actually did a very similar adaptation of Julius Caesar. And there's not much information about it, but he did the same time period switch, and we just kind of wanted to take that and kind of do it in our own way, because there really aren't any pictures of that performance, and there's no video at all. So we just figured it was kind of a little idea that we could just take and try out ourselves.
We knew we had to do a Shakespeare, and the idea of Caesar, I think, appealed to us the most because it can be so easily adaptable. Shakespeare on its own can be, for a lot of people, hard to sit through, but given the nature of Caesar, we knew we could update it and it would be more interesting.
I think people should come see the play because it is a new take on a classic, and it's something that we've worked really hard on for the past months, and we have an extremely talented casting crew, and they're just stellar, so all their efforts should be appreciated.
Well, I think people should see the play because I don't think many people have seen a play quite like it. It's the first time the high school has done a Shakespeare play in 16 years, I believe, and so it's pretty much new for everyone that's in the school right now, as well as probably all their parents. And it's even then being a Shakespeare play, it's very different from a Shakespeare play because we totally changed the time period and the context of it. It's something that I think people are familiar with and also are interested in. It's also, the whole play deals with political unrest in a country and people being unhappy. And that is very reflective of today, really all around the world, but especially in America. There is a lot of that political unrest sort of thing. And I think it's, I think there's a lot of parallels between that our show and the real world.
Caesar will be showing November 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th, 7 p.m. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 2 p.m. on Sunday at the Reed Intermediate School cafeteria.
Tickets are $7 for students and faculty, $10 for seniors, and $12 for adults.